Hello, I'm Haritha. So let's move on to the demonstration of multi-user chat system. So here I have opened the 4 terminals where one is for the server and the other 3 for this representing the clients. So let's run the server program. So once the server program is executed, it is showing the message server listening on the IP address and the corresponding port number. And next I am trying to run these client programs. So the first client is being executed. The connection has been created, and the next once the next client is also executed, the corresponding connection details will be shown in the server. So similarly for client 3 also. So I have named accordingly, since to represent there are 3 clients, so I have named the files like that. So next I'm trying to enter the nickname for the clients. So C1 for the first client, and C2 for the second client, and C3 for the third client. So first I'm trying to enter the broadcast message. So it should deliver to all other clients. So it means C2 and C3. So C2 and C3 has received the message from C1. Hello everyone. So next one I'm trying to send a private message, where C2 client C2 is trying to send a message to client 3 C3. So entering the message. Only C3 will receive the message from C2 saying hi C3. So private from C2. It has been written like that. Then next I'm trying to create a channel by the client 3. So the channel name has been named as new, and the channel new created successfully message has been sent from the server to the client. Then entering the choice 4, which is to join a channel. So C3 who has created the channel new has to join the channel new, then only he'll be able to send the message in the channel. So next the client C1 is trying to join the channel new. So he's trying to send a message in the channel. So he's already joined the channel new. So here I'm trying to give a wrong value, because enter the channel name I'm trying to give another name which is not at all there as a channel, has not at all been created. So welcome to channel new is not a channel name, because only new channel has been created. So then it will be throwing a message that you are not part of the welcome to channel new. So it is throwing an error saying this client 1 C1 is not a member, as I have entered the wrong channel name. So now I am trying to give the correct channel name, so that it should receive the message only for C3, not for C2, because C2 is not yet a member of the channel new. So so next I'm trying to give the wrong option for client C2 sending a message in the channel. So client C2 is not yet a member of new. So it should throw an error that you are not part of a member. You are not part of the channel new. C2 trying to join the channel new, so it is throwing an error, you are not part of the channel new. And then I'm trying to disconnect the server C2 from the server, and similarly C1 has also been disconnected from the server. And at last C3 has also been disconnected. Yeah, that's all. Let's start with the server script. So in the beginning, I have imported the module, socket and threading. And next I've initialized the attributes where the host indicates the host IP address where the server is running and the port number to which the server is listening to. And server.clients and the channels are the dictionaries which have been used to store the information about the clients, which are the connected client details such as the nicknames as well. Those details would be stored in this dictionary, and similarly the channel details would be stored here in this dictionary of channels. And in order to start the server, it needs to be binded with the host IP address as well as the port number, and it will be actively listening for the client connection for every 5 seconds. And once the connection has been established, like from the new client connection has been detected, a dedicated thread would be created to handle the clients. So in order to handle the messages or the input from the client script, the thread has been created for each client connection. The threads would be created accordingly. And in order to handle the clients, this is for handling the messages from the clients. So as we have seen in the demo, we have 6 options, like sending a private message, broadcasting message, creating a channel, joining a channel, and so on. So here we have the broadcast channel, create channel, join channel, and private message, and the broadcast message. So we have this is a distinguisher of a semicolon, of a colon, where I can explain that in a when I explain about the client script. So these are the important channels here. These are the important functions or the methods being defined in the in the server. So next we'll move on to the client. So there, similarly, it has been initialized with the server's host IP address as well as the port numbers. And once the client has been entered with the nickname, so the thread would be created to receive the messages from the server. So for this thread would be for receiving the messages from the server. And accordingly, we have the options, the menu options. Also, here, suppose we have the send message to channel. This is intended for sending the messages to the channel, which will be received. These messages will be received only to the members who have joined the channel. So in order to distinguish between the messages, which is intended for a broadcast message or for a broadcaster in a channel, this colon has been used. So this is the one where I have explained here in the server. So when I just move on to the server, you can see while handling the client messages, if the colon is there in the message, then it will be indicated as a broadcast message in a channel. Otherwise, it is simply a broadcast message which has been intended for all the clients who has been connected to the server. So these are the main main functions which has been included in the server and the client script. So in order to explain about the properties. So first, I would like to explain about the scalability where the threads, because for each new client connection, we have a thread which can be indicated as a property of the scalability, and similarly the dictionaries for all the client and for all the channels, the new channels or the all the clients, the information about them would be stored here. So it can also be scalable. This is also extensible. And the transparency, to show the transparency that we have the communication between different methods like the create channel, join channel. So this server and the client communication has been enabled through proper transparent functions or the methods. Also these messages, suppose if I just move on to the client program, so here once the client is inputting the messages, you can see the encoded messages or encoded client messages have been decoded when the server is handling the client messages. So it has been decoded. So it also indicates the transparency. And while executing while demonstrating the program, I have shown the fault, like the exception handling or the error handling, where if the member, if the client is not the intended person or the intended channel member, he will not be able to send any messages to the channel, and the exceptions are also handled with the within the script. Then through TCP connection has been established, so that the smooth and the smooth communication flow has been enabled using TCP connection. Yeah, that's all. Thank you.